So you find yourself one year later, practically to the day, and Bosch, you have received a Christmas card.
A Christmas card? Dude.
Oh my god, this is so immersive.
Man, I'm so glad I learned how to read a couple of years ago. Merry Christmas. Dear Bosch, it is the most festive time of year. Excellent!
Your checks fell out.
I need some of... I don't know why I'm getting southern about this. I need some of my holiday helpers to assist me in some very important deliveries. I haven't tempered in a while. You see, between the Gith invasion and Yuletide gnome labor grievances... Bosch is just southern, I guess.
Okay.
I'm up to my silver bells and problems.
She's reading it in Santa's voice. It's Santa's
Santa is southern.
Santa is, Yondu.
Yeah!
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Santa Claus.
Y'all.
Yeah, rip in peace.
Please deliver these packages to my cousin in Whovale. He owns the sled repair shop there and will distribute them. In return, I'll make sure you and your crew are on my nice list. Merry Christmas, Baron Nikolai. P.S. I included stocking stuffers to help motivate your crew. We got scratchies!
Gamble.
Bosch, you have found yourself in the possession of not only a card full of scratch-off tickets, but also a bag of holding that includes many packages, brightly wrapped with shiny bows. Although it's not explicitly spelled out in the card, you are allowed to keep the bag of holding once the packages are delivered.
Neat.
So be sure to record that on your character record sheet for next Christmas. And
She's going to have like 8 magic items, and we're all going to be like, I'm rolling this new asshole this year.
And you have been sent to the small town of Whovale, which is in the Greyhawk universe, actually. And upon entering Greyhawk space, I'm not sure which crystal sphere it's in.
It's called Gray Space.
Gray space. You see that the town itself is nestled at the bottom of a large crooked mountain, and there is a rather violent snowstorm going on. So in order to land your craft, you're going to have to do it on the outskirts of the snowstorm, and it's going to be kind of a bumpy ride. So we're going to do a 1-round skill challenge, and I want everybody to throw out a skill to help the ship land without taking too heavy damages.
Ooh. What the fuck does Maurice do to help on that?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm going to use my athletics to run around the ship and try to rebalance it as it bounces around.
So let's get some.
Your skill is being heavy?
Let's get some more action-y type music going.
She's officially ballast. Ballast the turtle.
Oh, even better. I'm gonna tuck myself into my shell, and I'm just gonna bounce around
Like Mario Kart
like
style?
Mario Kart style.
It's terrifying. Everybody on our deck will die.
I have some control. I'll stick my hand out and like...
Alright, go ahead, Bosch.
That is a 15.
15. Alright, so the ship is bouncing back and forth as the blizzardy winds start buffeting it back and forth, and Bosch is just running back and forth, like trying to counterweight the boat. And it's actually fairly successful. The boat sort of like levels off, so you're not tossed all around. The bag of packages does not spill, which is very important. Who's going next?
I'll go. I'm leaning over the shoulder of whoever is piloting the ship, and I'm using my perception to be like, there's a mountain right there. There's a mountain over there. No, turn it. Oh, no, left, right. Sorry, mixed it up. Sorry. And I roll a non-natural 20.
Wow. So actually, you take over piloting duty. You're just like, get out of the way.
Everybody's like, oh no!
And you are now piloting the ship through the storm.
This runs just like my dad's Maserati. Like it's
Snow in the air acts a lot like smoke, and you're used to navigating through those clouds. So your past experience really benefits you here. Who's going next?
Gank is going to be up in the rigging.
Mm-hmm. Good place to base.
Maneuvering sails and trying to
catch the wind, but not too much of it.
You got it.
What skill is that?
It would be acrobatics.
Okay, all right. Hopping Bimbley
It's
from
a
tree to
17.
tree. Oh, and that's also very good. As you're able to capture the strongest of these winds and not get turned upside down, which is what they're trying to do. The swirling winds are trying to tip your boat ass over tea kettle and dump you all into the snow.
Ropes are tabaxi string.
That's true.
That's what I do.
And somehow you managed to avoid untying all of them.
That's what we
You get tangled up in them, but it's okay.
And Maurice.
Yes.
Some people call you a space moron.
He's a space moron. He's the biggest moron of all
Some
because
call you the gangster of fuck.
he wears a hooded cloak, but it has no arms, so he's freezing his ass off. He's trying to make his way to the front of the boat to handle some rigging job or whatever, grab a belaying pin somewhere. And he weighs like 30 pounds. So he's using his endurance to try to force his way through the swirling winds without getting blown off the deck.
All right.
That's pretty good. We're at a total of 20.
Oh, that's very good. All right, so Maurice is able to stay on the boat, his most amazing of skills, not being dumped off the boat. Probably benefiting from the efforts of your counterparts. But yeah, so you were able to stay on the boat. So the Hell's Lantern descends through the snowstorm and try to circle the periphery of it, because the closer you get to this mountain, the more violent the storm is. It really looks like it's coming from the mountain, and it's a rough landing. Even with all your best efforts, the boat seems to slam down into a snowdrift. You, it being in the rigging, immediately notice that there's going to be at least some minor repairs done to the sails before this thing is space-worthy again. And you take a quick stock of the boat, you look around. It's midday, but it looks like nighttime. The clouds are so thick and dark overhead, and the snow spewing out of them, that you're having trouble seeing more than 15, 20 feet in front of your face. But the deliveries must be made. So you say goodbye to those on the boat who will remain behind. Lich Flare is actually going to man the boat while you're gone.
He's just shooting fireballs willy-nilly all over the place to keep the snowdrifts from piling up.
And he says, "Woo! That was a bad one. Bosch, take care of what you need to take care of here. I need some new lit slippers this Christmas."
Woo! Only if you're a very good Lich Flare.
I'm the best and onlyest Lich Flare.
Okay.
I love nature. They call me the nature boy.
I thought that was the nature boy. What? Oh, that's cool, maybe.
You have big aspirations.
Todd, it's okay. It's okay. You've been very good this year.
Yes.
You've been very good to me, dude. Yes.
He's also dead. So there's that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So you depart from the boat, sack of presents in hand.
Got my sack.
Your fat sack in her
You have the
hands.
fattest sack. And so from the Christmas card you have, you know that you're looking for Saint Nikolai's cousin who owns the sled repair shop somewhere in the town of Whovale. And you are going to have to trudge through the snow for close to a mile before you get to the town. You had to land on the outskirts of the storm in a big way. So what I'd like from everyone is a perception check to try and navigate this storm.
So I jump off the boat, and the first thing I do is I go into a snowdrift, and only my tail is showing. And I'm like, I jump back on the boat. It's cool.
I don't like it.
What was the check we're doing?
You're doing a perception check. You're trying to find your way through the storm.
14 for me.
You got a big old one, did you?
You went into the snowbank too, and you can't get out of it.
I'm only 3 feet tall. It's, you know.
I got a 16. I got elf feet.
I got a 7.
I'm like straight up Legolasing like that one fucking scene.
Turtles
What
don't
do
really
your elf
navigate
eyes
snowdrifts.
see?
Snow, man. So much snow, man.
So many snowmen.
No, like legit, there's like some evil snowman down the hill. I don't think we should go that way.
Can I reach into the snow and pluck him off and put him on your back
Yeah.
so that he can see?
Well, what we really need is a rope, because 2 of you made the check and the 2 of us are kind of like, dude, it's like someone's trying to bring the mountain down on us.
Dude, at least it's not like an avalanche. I saw that on a ski trip with my Aunt Betty once. It was like some fucked up shit.
Weird thing is like, Gank is almost, well, he's not all white, but he's mostly white.
We definitely won't be fighting here.
Nope.
Whoa,
So
where
he
did
just hiding
Gank go?
hiding it. He's got like clothes.
You can also just press the plus key on the keyboard. It's way easier.
Yeah, probably. Alright.
Oh my god, we're gonna fight a Christmas tree? I'm terrified.
No, you're not putting a Christmas tree.
I'm personally opposed to any sort of violence against trees that like, go against, like druid shit.
I can't wait until we're fighting a tree and you're like, oh shit.
Please place your minis, preferably on Ben's edge of the table over there.
Yes, I'm in the drift because I can't see a fucking thing.
So I'm probably ahead because we made our check, so I'm probably a bit ahead. Is this me? Yeah, it's me.
I'm definitely lagging behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Where are you, Bosch? I'm gonna hang with Bosch. Bosch and I are together.
I don't mind taking a point.
Probably increase one more. Yeah, there we go.
That's much better.
Yeah. So, trudging through the snow for a good 10, 15
In a
minutes.
one-horse open.
I couldn't do it.
Trying to come up with a better rhyme.
You are just trying to navigate by the sound of your companions yelling to you at this point. There's very little light in the distance to make your way to this town. You sort of picked a direction and are sticking with it. And that's when you start to hear the howling of wolves from all around you.
Great.
Oh, what a convenient time for me to not have picked Speak with Animals.
Wolves.
I couldn't be a wolf.
Wolves. Oh shit, they're huge.
Oh, fuck that noise.
Fucking winter Cerberus.
Oh, only one of them's big mode.
Yeah.
Only
Real
one
big
of them.
mode. The other ones have been apparently eating blood for lunch, so that's a problem. Oh, Jesus. There's a million of them.
So, you hear the howling of wolves. Now, bear in mind, visibility here is down to 30 feet.
No,
So
those
you-
are wolves.
Yes.
They're not bears.
Did I say bears?
Bear in mind.
Bear in mind.
Wolf in mind.
Get the fuck out of your own house. And they all get a surprise round since all of you rolled butt on your perception.
I rolled a 16, dude.
That's pretty good. They rolled better.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, Gank.
If there's one thing cats love, it's canines.
Bloodthirsty ones. Oh, they have ass-kicking murder music. I'm scared. I need another beer for this. Anybody else need a reload?
I'm good,
I'm
thanks.
good for right now. Thank you.
All right, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Gank.
Hi.
They are going to gank you. Let's see. He's going to bite you this turn. He wants to eat you, not freeze you. And that's probably going to hit with a 25.
Yeah, that's
All right.
slightly.
Take 11 points of damage. And then give me a strength saving throw.
That's going to be a 9. That's going to be a loss.
You are knocked prone.
Nice.
And then the two other wolves are going to bite upon you. Crit.
Oh, fuck.
And
Shit.
and that's a 16 on the die, so that's probably also going to hit. 20, I imagine, will hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is going to be
Probably my death.
You might go to 0 on
21.
21 points?
Yep.
For all of that?
For a total.
Okay.
Still up?
Yes.
Okay. The other two wolves can't bite you yet. Actually, they're going to use their action to dash.
Fools.
That is the wolves' turn. I guess we shall do initiative now, if thou desires.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, your initiative's better than mine.
Crit
I
it.
rolled a 6.
You need
I rolled a 5.
All right, so it sounds like Gank is going first at a what?
23.
23. Who's next?
9.
9 for that guy. I think wolves are actually going to go before you. Actually, you're going to tie with the wolves.
I have a +4 if that helps.
It does. You go before the wolves.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Bing, bing, bing.
All right, so Maurice, then wolves. Who's next?
I got a 6.
6 for
Six.
Todd.
Todd?
And then Bosch.
Meep.
Or lonely loser.
Hey, I've got this really heavy sack. It just slows me down.
And also, there's
I
back
dig
of
your
holding.
fat sack, dude.
I'm familiar with these problems. All right, somebody roll me some gank damage. Or stand up.
Roll up.
Stand up like a gank.
So standing up only takes 5 feet to move with this dude.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down. I thought I had something that let me jump higher. What the hell? Oh, here it is.
You're,
So I'm gonna step up. So, how high would you say I had to jump to get on top of the big wolf?
Well, it's a large monstrosity, so I'd probably say it's 6 feet at the shoulder.
that sounds about right now.
It's exactly the number I wanted. My jump doubled is 6.
There you go.
I wanted to ask you. I didn't want
I'm
to
here
prompt
to
you with an
please,
answer. So I'm going to use my step of the wind.
Okay.
I'm going to break wind and step, and I'm going to jump on his back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do my flurry of blows. I get 2
You're gonna
attacks.
blow him.
So, just to interrupt real quick, I have this epic music mix that I'm playing right now from YouTube, and the artwork of it is Santa and his elves patrolling with rifles protecting a truck full of Christmas presents.
That's awesome
It's
as hell.
badass as hell.
So I rolled a 22 on one attack. The other attack was only a 9.
The 22 will hit. You're hitting the little wolves or the
I'm trying to claw the back of this big wolf that I'm
On
on
big
top
boy,
of.
right? So it's putting right on him.
And I'm hoping I got out of range of the little ones is what I really wanted to do.
Okay.
So I take it the 22 hits.
Yeah,
right?
22
So
definitely
roll
hits, yes.
It's not a ton of damage. 7
7.
slashing.
Right.
And oops, that's a key point I got to spend. And I think that's pretty much all I can do.
All right. That's it for you?
I use my bonus. I use my action. I still have move, but I ain't gonna. There's nowhere to move. I want to stay on this fucker's back.
Okay. He's going to try and kick you off. We're going to call it a grapple check. So you can use probably acrobatics is higher for you. He's going to try athletics.
Athletics for
Yeah.
a big wolf.
Can you beat a 21?
You can.
Yes.
Yeah!
So you
I dig in my claws.
You
and it's
have
matted
mounted this
fur.
wolf.
It's
Yeah.
matted shitty fur.
Yeah, try
Yeah.
getting rid of a cat that doesn't want to be on you. It's not great.
I'm gonna give these other wolves a chance to hit you, but it's gonna be a disadvantage, which actually because they have pack tactics reduces it to a straight attack roll.
It's better than nothing.
Let's see. First one a 6. Second one a 21.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
That will do 7 points of damage.
I'm a deep double dog dude. I'm still up. But
We have a healer in this group, at least.
nice.
And because you've already mounted this wolf, I will let you forego the knock prone roll.
Todd has brought along all of his medicinals.
Medicinal herbs, yeah. His edibles.
It's catnip.
So that was Gank, that was the wolves, Maurice.
Maurice! I didn't think I'd get a chance to use it. I spend 2 key points to use Fist of the Four Thunders.
Ooh, okay.
I can't believe I got a chance to use this right away. This is awesome. I cast Thunder Wave on these 3 puppies. They all must make a Constitution saving throw.
Thunder.
Thank you, Paul. Constitution saving throw with a target DC of
13.
fail. 13 will make it, right? If
13 ties it, yep.
All right. So 1 passes, the other 2 fails.
All right. So the 2 who fail. Oh shit! Dice rolls. I think it's a total.
Oh
of...
shit, dice rolls. Oh shit, dice rolls.
How shitty are thy damage?
So the ones who failed take 9 points of damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay. I'll let you pick which 2 of those you want to push. Okay. So those ones took 9 points.
Yep.
And the ones that passed, did they take half
He
damage?
takes 4 points. Yep.
4. Okay.
It also is a rumbling boom. So if there's anybody that could hear us, they hear us now.
Yes.
The abominable
You know,
snowman.
it's loud, but because of
You
the
set off an avalanche.
blowing winds and the piles of snow all around you, the sound is somewhat muffled. Do you have anything else in the tank there, Maurice?
I do. I also use my move action to walk over here.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and I will punch the shit out of this wolf as a bonus action.
All right. Bam.
17.
17 hits?
Or, pardon me, that's a 15. I did the math wrong.
15 will still hit.
Excellent. For 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
You killed that wolf.
Punch this wolf to death.
You beat him into the snow.
First blood. Woo! That's still movement left. I'll walk over
actually,
here.
Winter Wolf got first blood on Paul. So.
Yeah. All right.
That was... Alright, so that was Maurice. Wolves get to go. This wolf's going to take a bite on you.
Yummy, yummy.
With a 14.
Miss.
Alright, and those two wolves are going to bite. Who am I looking at here?
Bosch.
That's Bosch.
Bosch. Bosch biting. Yes, sir.
No, go ahead, finish.
Bosch, 7 and a 5. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good, bro. That's all Wolves got.
Okay, I was gonna say before you
Sick
do
dodge, bro.
the 2 on me, that ability I used also gave me the disengage action, so those weren't opportunity attacks. But if they were going to be,
I think you just
that was
rolled
that was a regular attack.
So that would be fine.
Bosch, I forgot they have pack tactics, so that was one failed to bite you. The second one's going to roll with advantage, and probably still fail. 12.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
The turtles have a natural AC of 17.
Yeah, I know. They're cheaty. They're cheaty bitches. Todd.
If you can toss heels across range, I would love a tossed heel.
Yeah, I think Gank
Toss my heels.
Benjamin.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, of course you can.
I could make some good berries and throw them to you, but I feel like that's going to be a dex save to catch those.
That's fine.
It's up to you, my man.
No, that's fine.
We'll get you up when you're at 0, I think, is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
I can cure wounds, too.
Thank you for giving me my own beer.
I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff, and that makes it a D8, because I'm cool with that.
Nice quarterstaff, bro.
Yeah, thanks. You know, it's for my dad. So I'm gonna
It's a
cast.
buck and a quarterstaff.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff, and I'm going to engage with this guy. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna engage with this guy, and I'm gonna give him a nice old big thunk right between the eyebrows, and I'm gonna say, "You'll regret this."
Take inspiration for your shitty Christmas fun.
And that's a 12 plus 6, so it's gonna be an 18.
Yeah, that hits. Roll some damages.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that I get to do that sometimes. So that's gonna be... if I get to roll a different die, do I add my bonus damage to that? Or no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's an 11.
Oh, that is just enough to kill that wolf.
Smoked.
You murderate that wolf.
It was looking really bad for a minute there. But
Sorry,
it's gonna be a
dude.
little better
I lean down and I say a quick wolfie prayer or whatever.
now. Bark, bark.
Only dreams now.
Only dreams now.
Oh, Yeller, you ate my cat.
And that's my turn.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Bosch.
Thunk, thunk.
All right, whoop their asses.
Open up a can of whoop ass. That's a 21 and a 15.
They both hit. You doing one on one, one on the other?
Yep.
All right. Do damage.
And I am going to throw out a trip attack. Trip attack? Yeah, trip attack on the one right in front of me.
All right.
So that is a 11.
That kills that wolf.
He is tripped for sure.
That wolf had already taken some
I shot my
damage.
dick.
No, the way it took damage is already here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still 11's their hit point.
I figured it was, yeah.
11 and an 8 on this one.
That one
one-
takes 8.
Yeah, he's probably
All
dead
right.
because I did 4 to him earlier.
Yep, that one is dead. Killed some wolves.
Yes.
Excellent!
Druids
One,
love when you kill animals.
Only shitty animals.
Man,
It's like
4,
yaks.
5.
Who the fuck likes yaks?
My dad's got a fur coat. It's fine.
and that's all for Boshy Bosch.
That is all for
Gank the Wolf Rider.
2 claws right into its back.
Oh, kill that thing.
This is such a dramatic.
It's so
rendition.
tragic. It's like mourning the death of these wolves.
Thank you two for this. I didn't pick
That's
them.
like an 18 and more.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
That's That's going to be
This is
15.
the most ominous version of
On the
Jingle
big wolf?
Bells I've
All
ever
right,
heard.
15 total.
15 total on the big wolf.
All right, it's still trucking.
Seeing as how the other one's about to be messed up by teammates, I'm gonna use I get an extra claw attack as a bonus, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It'll be another 17 to hit,
That hits.
and that's another 9 points of damage.
All right.
You doing a shitload of damage up there.
I'm like kneading his back like a rug, or like your mom's favorite sweater. I'm just
Curtains, you just like...
curtains. It's curtains for you.
I'm glad you went on to say favorite sweater because I was needing it like your mom.
Merry Christmas, you filthy
I made a mom joke last time, and I didn't want to. I don't want to be redundant.
He's going to try and buck you off again. Actually, he's got... You know what? He's got in the tank. You guys are standing both in front of him. He's going to do his cold breath.
Oh, I love
Ooh.
that.
I'm glad I'm up on the
15-foot cone, so it's going to be just the two of you guys. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, hey, I'm not totally shitty
I'm
at
pretty
that.
good at that.
Hey, you want to go to get ice cream? There's a cold stone right there.
That's gonna be a 9 though.
That is also going to be a 9.
All right.
Dude!
You each
No.
take 18 points of cold damage.
Dude!
Strict was terrible. That's why I'm almost done it.
Yeah,
It's record time.
apparently it was good.
And then, he still got pack tactics going, so he's good.
I should bring a little other mixed drink of some kind. I don't know what kind. I'm gonna make a snowshoe. That sounded pretty good.
That's that creamy cream one?
No, that was the
Your gin
peppermint
one?
peppermint and
Oh,
bourbon.
that bourbon one?
Ah.
I'll
And
get
then
there
this
eventually.
one's gonna bite you.
Of course she is.
Whoever that be.
Not cool, dude!
With a 14 to hit. Or, I'm sorry, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That.
And you take 7 points of damage. And give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, hey, I'm really not shit at that. That's an
Hey.
18.
You do not get knocked prone.
You were decidedly not shit at that.
Let's
This is
see.
last Christmas.
Yeah, it is.
We're all gonna die in this encounter. We're just gonna go right to the New Year's adventure.
I mean, it is the last Christmas for a lot of these pulls.
Oh, wow. That was the Winter Wolf, which makes it Maurice's turn.
I'm going to start by beating the shit out of a wolf in front of me.
All right.
Give him a solid punch in the dome zone. That's a 12. That's probably a miss.
Yep, that's gonna miss.
Extra attack is worse. Bonus action, punch him again. That's a little better. This time we're on a 16.
Yes, that'll hit.
Yeah, I like that part. He can enjoy 8 points.
All right, he's still alive, but he's clearly unhappy.
He got thunder waved.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the ones that did not get thunder.
He, in fact, was thunder waved. I blasted him away and then chased after him.
Okay, well then in that case, that wolf did.
All right. I like that part.
He did.
I got
He did.
movement for days, so we'll
He
go
did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. So that was Maurice. That one remaining wolf is already gone, so those wolves are already initially ordered. Todd.
Question: if I turn into a wolf, can I talk to the wolf?
Only one way to find out.
I'm
Brah, do it,
Bruh,
brah.
I'm gonna do
Brah,
it.
do it, brah.
We'll be like animal buddies, brah.
Brah!
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 I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
You're really disappointed when the wolves just attack. Or try to mate with her.
No, but I'm gonna turn into a dire wolf, so I'm like a big ass wolf.
Oh, okay.
I'm like a thick wolf. Yeah, so I'm
Did
gonna
a wolf
use...
got the booty? It do.
You do.
Yeah,
Your
I'm gonna
milkshake brings all the wolves to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours.
You see, is dire wolf in here? Yeah, it is.
They've come for your poo.
Yeah, so I've turned into a dire wolf. And I'm gonna try to talk to Wolf, and I'm gonna be like, dude, what the fuck? What's going on?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay. You know, the funny thing about it is I'm not actually trash at that because I'm a high elf. That's whatever that is plus 2, I can't read
14 plus 2 is
It's
16.
16?
So the winter wolf turns to you
Oh my...
and says, we lament any pain we will cause you, but my pack has been forced out of the caves by this unnatural winter and we need to eat.
You don't have to eat us though, bro. Like, we're just like trying to get to the top of the mountain and deliver some Christmas presents, yo.
there is no food.
I mean, hey Bosch, do you got any snacks in that bag?
I can't give the Christmas presents away, Todd.
No, but like, is there a Christmas present in there for the wolves? That like maybe has food in it?
The
Is
last
there a
time
Christmas
Bosch gave someone a Christmas present, it killed a kobold.
Wow.
Bosch sucks at Christmas.
Is there a Christmas present in the bag of holding
For wolves?
for wolves?
No, not one addressed to wolves.
Okay.
There is
It's a ShamWow.
The bag of meat.
there is pig's ears for dogs. But if you give them to the wolves, then dogs will have a sad Christmas.
Sad Christmas. But, like, dude, what if we ended the weird winter that's going on and then they could eat, like... I know it's really hard having the munchies,
Yeah.
but, like,
No,
sometimes
totally
you just gotta, like, chill.
Okay, let me talk to my wolf buddy real quick.
Okay.
Hey, wolf friend.
Yes.
So, we're actually trying to stop the endless winter so that you guys can eat. So, like, if you do eat us, we can't do that.
But we will starve in the meantime.
It probably won't take us that long. Oh, what about, like, 3-4 hours, maybe?
Which is exactly how much tape we have on the reel-to-reel.
It seems that most of my pack is already dead. So, we will eat the meat we have here. But if you do not end the endless winter, our deaths will be on your head.
Yeah, no, I love animals. Like, that's what we're trying to stop this dude.
It's not Christmas without family cannibalism.
Yeah. A little Dahmer situation, Donner party going on.
On Dahmer, on Blitzen.
I'm sorry about that, but they attacked first. Like, you know, self-defense takes precedence, my man, and I'm working on the benefit of the greater good here, not in the, like, short-term kind of thing.
And, like, we're not good to eat either. Like, I'm a turtle.
Yeah, he's a turtle. I'm full of pot. That's a stringy-ass cat over there.
And a greasy goblin.
And a tiny little goblin. He's like, it's like, you know when you get like the end of the wing and it's like just skin and like not really meat. And it's like tasty, but it's not filling, you know? Like that's him. So we're not even good eats to begin with. We're probably going to end up with like dysentery or some shit.
I don't look forward to the taste of goblin.
Yeah.
Is that a goblin?
Yeah.
I could barely tell. All I could see is its ears above the snout.
Which I feel like would indicate to you what
A
it
jump.
is. No.
There are many short things around.
Yeah, that's fair.
Most of them taste delicious.
Hey, while we're on the subject of this endless winter, what happened?
We were forced out of our den.
By what?
More small things like that one. But not you. I would recognize their curious garb.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
What direction did y'all come from?
We came from the top of the mountain. Your people usually go to the bottom of the mountain.
Well, it looks like we're going all the way to the top.
But we, like, gotta, like, get these presents to Baron Nikolai's cousin first.
Yeah, isn't that at the top of the mountain?
No, it's at the bottom, dude.
Oh, shit.
It's in Whovale.
Whovale is nestled at the bottom of the mountain.
Did I just lie to this wolf? Oh, am I gonna have a moral crisis about this?
No, dude, we're still gonna fix it. It's
Are you sure
Christmas,
we're gonna
definitely.
fix it?
It's fine, bro.
Okay, dude. Yeah, so we're totally gonna fix it, and we're gonna go up, but we gotta go down first for like a little bit, but then we're gonna go back up. It's gonna be great. I
We're gonna go
promise.
so high.
Bruh. I wolf paw him.
You seem trustworthy.
Yo,
Well, thanks, man. Even my dad doesn't say that to me.
And he looks at one of his fallen pack mates and like sort of noses the body over so that it's like legs in the air, gash down the middle, and he looks at you and says, "Come, we will seal this pact over our meal." And he reaches in, like pulls the heart out of the rib cage and spits it in the ground in front of you.
Bro, that's hardcore, bro.
I had heart for lunch.
It's
You
Guys,
all
I'm a
must eat.
vegetarian.
We are one pack now.
Maurice shrugs.
You can do this.
I'm a vegetarian. I'm not ready for this Game of Thrones shit.
Bro, it's Christmas. You can do it.
Okay, and Todd, as a wolf, still is Wolf Todd, reaches down and does that kind of like look where you like look down, you sniff it, and you go, oh, no, I'm good. Yeah, this looks real good. I just kind of like I tenderly bite into it, like oh, that's so tough.
Dude, are you gonna finish that?
You know what? He did say that we all have to share this meal. So,
Bro!
here, you can have mine. I'm really good. I'm usually a vegetarian.
He was my uncle.
Your uncle tastes just good. So good.
Sweet, tender.
Sweet, tender uncle meat.
No, that's not the name of the episode.
Sweet, tender uncle meat.
Are you all eating this wolf's uncle?
Oh, me.
Do you leave any for the rest of them?
I like snap off a good, like...
Just part of the ventricle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Maurice is eating heart before he gives a shit.
I'll extend a claw and poke out an eyeball and play with it for a little while.
The pact is sealed. You are now all part of the pack of Arctis, the Winter Devourer.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, what did he say?
We're now all part of the pack of Articuno, the sacred winter bird.
Oh, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Your wolf needs some work. You know it, but you're not fluent in it.
Yeah. Wolf was like an elective that I dropped out of after one semester because I just wasn't really into it. And I picked
It's hard
up
to
syllables
conjugate
that-
verbs in wolf.
Oh my god, tell me about it.
Okay. He looks like a wolf, but like... You said he's a bird? Dude, that's so cool!
I don't know.
Is he like a wolf druid? Can he like wild shape into a bird?
He in fact cannot.
He said no.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I mean, I wrote the adventure. I'm fairly positive.
Yeah, no, dude.
Actually, yeah, we could.
Holy shit, look at me go!
Alright, so now that we're done with our little tasty uncle snack, let's head on down this mountain.
Alright, I would like endurance checks from the whole party. You've been in combat in the bitter cold, and you have been walking for some time.
This is gonna be 14?
Also a 14.
18.
Dude,
Bruh!
Maurice suffers a level of exhaustion because you're so short and you have to trudge through the snow. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work.
Can I get a heal from a stoner elf?
Oh
Yeah.
I
Stoner
swoosh,
elf, oh, stoner elf.
I swoosh back at a wolf,
I'm
and
like
I'm
way
like,
low on
and
pointy points.
I
I'm 6 out of
feel
45.
like this
Christ.
is
Yeah, this looks good.
my spellcasting ability modifier.
This looks like up the road 3 or 4 days ago.
3.
There's no time.
I'm gonna make up 10 good berries, and you can get 10 hit points, 1 for each good berry you eat.
But when you shit the next day, it's going to be horrible.
When I pee, it'll be red. It'll be fine.
I'm used to it.
No, it's not fine, Paul. If it's red and you pee, you gotta go to the doctor, man.
Not if you've been eating beets for...
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you've been eating beets for a
You're
while,
just
then it's
beating
fine.
off.
They
Yep.
fed me.
So,
So I ride the wolf to town, and
yeah, apparently you do, right in the center of town, like the badass you are. So what you see before you is Whovale, this supposedly cheery town, which does not look like it's very cheery right now. And I have some flavor text. I have to get in my narrator voice. Approaching the village on a cold winter night, expecting the rapture of holiday delight. The buildings were covered by a fresh blanket of snow, but something was missing. The spirits seemed low. No children were playing, no lights had been hung, no trees decked with tinsel, no songs being sung. The silence was eerie, the mood was quite dire. The inn offered shelter, but no warmth by its fire.
Oh. That's sad, man.
Dude. It's fucked up.
yeah.
He's a cat man.
It's cold out here. It's cold out here. Let's get inside.
Tavern time.
So you have the tavern. You also need to find the cousin's sled shop to deliver these presents.
Tavern time first,
Can we,
probably?
yeah, tavern time. I'd like a short rest so I can burn some hit dice.
Very good.
I want to burn your hit dice, too.
So you
Goblins and burning. Don't you ever have enough?
No. So you enter in the tavern, which is actually this building here on your right, my left, which is really the only building in town with any sort of lights going on in it. And inside the mood is very somber. There's probably maybe half a dozen people scattered throughout the common room. There's a older middle-aged woman sitting by the fire, sort of weeping softly into her hands. There's two men at the bar starting to get into a low simmering argument, and the barman is sort of keeping an eye on that while he scours out a glass and just sort of looks gloomily at the fire. And we have more flavor text for you.
Tasty, tasty flavor text.
Inside, the feeling was no way improved. The patrons were quiet, barely anyone moved. The group stepped up to the bar and asked, "What's going on?" The bartender frowned. "Our joy is all gone. The children have been taken away by a being most foul, who loathes Christmas Day." He looked around the room and he lowered his voice. "A lich has enslaved all of our girls and all of our boys."
Wow.
Oh no.
It's Indiana Jones meets the Pied Piper meets how they can steal Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, oh, jeez. Where did we leave Lich Flare?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Which flare?
I beeline to the fire, and I knead my claws into the rug, and I just curl up and leave.
The woman that's sitting there weeping sort of barely even notices you.
I would like a short rest if we can get a short rest.
Short rest?
Yeah.
You guys can do the talky talk.
Short
rest?
A glass of belly warmer?
All right. The barman sort of, he has some peppermint schnapps in a big clay jug that he pours you a tall cup of.
Yeah, I get it in like one of the brass mugs and hold it out over the fire for a minute, so it's
Yeah.
nice and warm. I take off the overcloak and I'm covered in tattoos and just sit by the fire creepily.
This barman sort of just goes back to... The scouring of the glass is more of a nervous tick as he watches these two men seem to be arguing over one stole the other's firewood, or is being accused of it. And they're just going sort of back and forth. It's not quite a brawl yet, but they're angry at each other, you can tell.
I'm gonna go talk to the crying lady.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you good?
Bitch, you okay?
Bitch, why you crying? It's Christmas! And she dabs her eyes with the hanky that she's been crying into and says, "Yes, my son has been, he's been taken. All the children have."
What happened?
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. That's a thing that I'm kinda
She goes, "All the children went missing 4 nights ago, the same time this snowy weather started. We don't know what happened to them."
I thought I had something clever to say.
She says, "Okay, I'll give you some time to think about it."
Okay. Another 6 seconds. When did you notice that they were gone?
Almost immediately, they're my children.
But like, did they like vanish in front of you? Was it like you went to their beds and they weren't there? Like,
No, it happened sometime during the night, 4 nights ago.
did you hear anything, or was it just like vanishing?
Well, we found our door open and the children's beds were amiss. Their blankets on the floor. We sent some men to go looking for them, but they never returned.
4 days ago. That's not great.
That's when the snow started, dude.
Dude, you're right.
We gotta stop it to help the wolves and to, maybe find the kids.
Just go outside and yell at the sky. Hey! Cut it out!
Dude, it's almost Christmas. How are we gonna get the kids the presents if they're not, safe,
Kids.
snug in their bed?
I don't
With
know if
visions of sugar plums
I
all
claw you.
snug in their heads. Dude, and that good kush.
You're right about that, good Kush. It wouldn't be Christmas if it wasn't Kushmas.
Never rub my belly, and we're traveling with idiots.
I want to try to see if I can like find any better clues like from her. Like, did you like? Were there any tracks? Does it seem magical? Does it seem like a proper kidnapping? Is it a Pied Piper sitch?
Did you leave your door open?
Did you know where your children are?
Your persuasion roll wasn't terrific, so she's kind of a little taciturn with you. And she said, well, there was some tracks in the snow. We couldn't tell what type of man or beast made them. Our best trackers went on the snow to find them, and they never returned. My husband was among them.
Oh, I'm not emotionally equipped to deal with this, yo.
We'll find him.
I give like a little...
one way or another. Like, he might be dead, but we'll find him.
Dude, my charisma's -1, and that's bad.
I'm not saying that to the woman. Like,
I thought you were saying it to her. It's like, dead or alive, we'll bring him back. It's fine, man.
Yeah.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Ma'am, we'll like find him.
Dead or alive, I'll rescue you.
Rogue One, you are being rescued.
Do not resist.
We'll like find him and like the kids and like the other trackers because like they're trackers, so they're like good at like surviving and doing stuff like that.
Tracking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll leave tracks in the snow going from the town. That way, if the trackers leave, they can find our tracks.
Dude,
and get back to town.
I should have stayed on the boat.
I give the woman a reassuring pat on the back, and I go, we're doing our best, you know. Like we're not the A team over here, but we're gonna try. Okay?
Who even are you?
We're Santa's little helpers.
I just casually hand her a cookie and go here, and I walk away. We come back hours. We come back.
Give this old lady an edible.
Yeah, you're breathing on an edible.
I mean, she needed it.
Hey, listen, she's gonna calm down. We're gonna come back. She's gonna be tripping her face off. It's gonna be a good
You're
time.
only supposed to give a sliver of those things. They're fairly potent.
Is it a good... How do you know?
Meow.
It's not his first time with catnip, okay?
Is it a good drip cookie or is it a bad drip cookie?
Chasing the catnip dragon.
I only make good drip cookies. I'm a drip. You know. I got skills.
That good kush.
That good berry kush.
Maybe you could turn into a wolf and sniff one of the blankets and lead us right there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, find her hand off.
Sneak this lady, put her out of her misery.
Well, then she has something else to cry about.
Does a child count as an object?
Yep.
Until they're 18, yes.
No, a child is a person.
Okay, because I was going to say I have locate object. Anybody else have anything before I totally go off the rails over here?
I'm good at hitting stuff.
I say you turn into a wolf and you can track him by scent.
Whatever.
It's 4 days old. It probably wouldn't work, but it's better than sitting here taunting an old lady with drugs.
I fucking anamorph into a wolf in the middle of a tavern.
You are immediately stabbed to death.
And I'm like, hey, I know it's gonna seem like you're tripping, but you're not. And I turn into a wolf, and I just start sniffing around. I start poking at blankets and corners and random objects and smelling and sniffing around.
Okay, I would like...
Sniff test.
Todd, what does your
Literally
wolf
told
nose
into
smell?
a wolf in the middle of the inn, huh?
Sure, everybody sees it.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Whatever.
She's a druid, it's fine.
I'm doing it. Yeah. But...
Yeah, The barman immediately goes for his heavy crossbow and then sort of looks at the rest of you and decides that this is not the hill he wants to die on. And the rest of the the argument stops and they're just staring at you now. The whole inn's staring at you.
I make some wolf noises and then just start sniffing around. I'm just trying to find any sort of scent I can pick up, and I start sniffing over towards the door and I poke my way outside. I start sniffing
The rest of
cobble.
you all do.
Just sitting there drinking by the fire, watching this go down, making full eye contact with the people who look the most uncomfortable. Because at this point, I'm leaning into it. It's just like, no, I'm used to being a scary tough guy. There's a scary wolf in the inn. Yep, your trackers must have sucked really bad if they can't turn into wolves.
What about you still napping on the carpet?
Well, I have one eye open.
Yeah.
I'm like doing that cat thing where I'm not really sleeping, I'm paying attention. And I'm just sarcastically giving hints like, sniff the blanket, we'll track the guy through the snow.
Colder.
We'll be fine.
Warmer.
And Bosch.
What am I doing? You know what? I'm
Bumping
gonna
into tables,
I'm
nothing
gonna try to
bullshit.
fix my lightning gun.
Okay. All right. Give me a roll.
Todd turns into a wolf. You pull a lightning gun out, drop it on the table, and start tinkering it. Yeah,
Nope.
that's great. That's great.
It goes off and explodes the
Give me
place.
a
Says the old
D10
lady.
roll.
That used to be an old lady.
1.
Yeah.
You take 1 point of lightning damage as this thing malfunctions in your hands and shocks you.
I poke my head back in the door. I'm like,
It smells like burning turtle.
Oh, God.
So I farted.
God.
I had turtle for lunch. I'm sorry.
So we did take a short rest in this inn, right?
Yes.
That's the consensus. So you do spend, half an hour to an hour here, probably ordering drinks and
sniffing
food,
shit.
sniffing, bandaging yourself.
Ordering some hot space poo.
Gross.
Delivery driver's there in 18 minutes.
Buffalo
and he
style
eats it
ASMR
in.
wings.
And then following your short rest, you're immediately going out after the kids.
I think so, yeah. Unless anybody else is opposed to that.
What does he need to do to get rid of his short rest help with
Long
exhaustion or no?
rest.
Long
rest.
rest.
You're fine.
Is the uncle in town? We should drop off the gifts.
Yeah, we should get the presents to the uncle.
Oh yeah, let's go see Nikolai's buddy first.
All right.
Cousin.
Deliver
Cousin.
the goods.
I think I was the only one who needed a short rest. I don't know if anybody else did.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I took a hit die because I felt like
Okay.
it.
You just take a hit whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, you know it, bro.
So we're going to try and find Nikolai's cousin then.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you going about this? Because the weather is still terrible outside. It's starting to get dark, and you don't really know your way around.
Wow, should you know the name of the person?
No, he just said his cousin, dude. Maybe we could ask,
Yeah.
the barkeeper?
I just shout into the bar. Is anybody here a cousin with Saint Nikolai?
We need the sled repairer.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Does anybody have charisma in this group?
I have a -1 charisma.
So do I.
Usually intelligence is the Spelljammer downstairs.
7!
Woo! Nope, they're just happy to see you leave.
Okay.
I'm a strength thumper.
Can I sniff the fat sack and see if I get a scent?
I mean, really, all you smell is like sugar plums, gingerbread cookies, the adhesive on Scotch tape.
Oops.
Very specific.
Yes.
Paint me that word picture, Brian.
And then, really, for some reason, now you are really interested in the dog's ears, the bones, all the presents for puppies that were in the fat sack.
Todd, no. Dude, get back.
No.
Drop it.
In this
Drop
scene,
it.
Todd sniffs Bosch's sack.
And is really into the bone.
It's the bone really into Todd, though.
Meow.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should find a building with sleds around it.
Check the tag. Did it have an address?
Oh shit, I lost the tag.
No.
Meow. Meow.
Scarf!
Snarf!
I'm trying not to do a snarf. It's unavoidable.
Try harder, bro.
Nice.
There's gotta be a sign outside of it, right? Because it's a store. It's a repair shop. Come on.
So here's the deal. Here's how we're going to do this. I will allow you to make investigation or streetwise rolls to find your way around the town to try and find this shop. I have a DC in my head. If you fail, level of exhaustion.
Oof.
Ooh. Alright, come
I don't even know if I
on,
wanna try.
Streetwise.
I think I'm just gonna leave it to you two.
Yep. I'm gonna stay by the fire. Fuck
They're
y'all.
both fucking major dumb stats.
Can I
on me.
use the fact that I am like proficient in tinkerer's tools to look for like a mechanic shop?
I will give you a +1 on the roll.
+1 on the roll. That's a 13.
All right, you're on the right track. You don't gain a level of exhaustion, but you haven't quite found it yet.
That's this
Jesus, all
way.
those.
What'd you get?
I didn't choose to roll,
Right.
but I put my dice down and it was a pair of ones.
Snake eye.
Those dice love you.
Yeah.
They just love you. They want to
Be thankful because they're my DM dice for Everness, so...
Did you want to make a roll?
Yeah, don't use my blue dice for fuck that.
So it has to be Streetwise or investigation.
I will let you pitch me a reason why you could use a different skill, but I'm probably going to say no.
I got good wolf eyes and I can see real good and perceive some shit.
No, you're in the middle of a snowstorm.
Okay.
Only wolves are so perceptive.
I'm gonna continue to investigate and
Imperial Wolves is so precise.
That would be a much better movie.
I'm gonna try to like, Todd doesn't do his own shopping, but Todd wants to see if he could recognize at least, what type of district he's in.
Okay.
Like, your arts kind of district and your market kind of area. Your
Entertainment
repair
district,
kinda-
yeah.
Yeah, like, just trying to recognize what part of town he's in and
Wall
like,
Street, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Red light.
Yeah, the red light district.
just a general
Green light,
sort
the
of like
green light
layout thing.
The gaslight district.
That's a natural 20!
Oh!
Light districts.
So Todd, being the natural savant that he is,
You know it, bro.
Literally.
More idiot than Savant. Who's
But very natural.
Yeah.
Very
the
naturalist.
El Natural.
Use that patchouli-based deodorant.
Christ.
Barf.
He is able to reason that, a sled repair shop is probably a noisy, lowbrow kind of industry that probably is on the outside of town, the outer periphery of the town. So, starting to meander your way to the, using your wolf radar, starting to meander your way closer to, the direction of town from which the mountain is closest, you do find something that looks promising. And it's one of the only businesses with a big sign out front. It's not lit at the moment, but it has the ability to be lit. And it says, Cousin
We all do,
Eddie's,
bro.
Cousin Eddie's Custom Sleigh Repair.
Cousin Eddie.
Son of a bitch.
I just sort of howl everybody over and then I anamorph back into Todd. And I'm
Meanwhile,
like,
Cousin Eddie bolts out the back door. Oh god, these fucking wolves!
Now, while you two have found Cousin Eddie's sled shop, you two are remaining in the tavern. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We're going to fight all these people.
Yeah. Sorry.
The door flew wide open. In blew the cold. A young girl stepped in, confident and bold. I escaped from the bad things. I know where they are. Inside of the mountain. It isn't too far. Her parents embraced her. She was hugged and was kissed. But the rest of the children were still being missed. Hello, strangers, the girl said. You look quite brave. Would you please help rescue my friends in the cave?
Fine. Well.
I guess.
This young
And then I
girl-
waver forward to like, she can have my spot rolls going down.
And she
It's all
needs it.
warm
This,
and
this girl is caked in snow. You know when you shovel your
I just start
driveway?
licking.
Jesus
Start
Christ.
licking.
She's like 8, dude.
That's what a cat would do.
you're still a fully grown adult cat man looking at a young
It's
child.
just a naked, warm mammal thing.
It's
You're digging
totally
a hole
natural.
I'm not sure you can escape from.
I'm just a cat.
That's how cats usually do it, actually.
You know when you shovel your driveway in jeans and the jeans get all caked up with snow? That's this entire girl from head to toe. She's trudged down the mountain and she looks it. She's red-cheeked. Her fingers are nearly frostbitten. Her toes are probably frostbitten. And she's in a bad way.
Does anybody recognize this child? Anybody in the
Yes, her parents are actually in the tavern. it's one of the. It was a girl that, or a female that had not been described before, and the father was actually the one that was accusing one of the other men of stealing their firewood. But that argument gets forgotten, the minute their daughter walks through.
So I offer up the space on the carpet in front of the fire that I've just totally shredded with my talons, because it's warm and I've been lying there. She can melt.
Oh, it's the Campbell's soup commercial.